Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I am Ryan Bowling. Thank you all for joining me. I just read an article stating that actress and singer Jennifer Lopez has decided to call her 14-year-old, I think, daughter to use gender-neutral pronouns, they and them, I believe, to describe her. Now, this isn't nothing new. This isn't anything new. Other celebrities have done it as well. But she's one of the most recent ones that have come out to use this concept. And it's just, I mean, really, when I read the article, it just disgusted me. But look, I'm going to give you my full commentary after I read this article to you guys. It's a relatively short article. I'm going to read this article to you. Try your best to keep them. It's very cringeworthy to me. But so hold on to your hats, okay? Hold on to your hats. Let's get right into this, and then I'm going to give you my commentary. And the article starts off with pop star and actress Jennifer Lopez recently introduced her 14-year-old daughter. I can't pronounce this. Emma Morabez. I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. My apologies, but I'm not going to pronounce that. I don't want to chop up the name. Using gender-neutral pronouns at a public event, joining the wave of celebrities that have adopted the trend. Performing at the LA Dodgers Foundation Blue Diamond Gala in Los Angeles on Thursday night, Lopez routinely referred to her daughter as, quote, they and them. This is so confusing sometimes. Now check this out. Check this out. I was getting confused reading. I was getting confused. He says, the last time we performed together, this is Jennifer Lopez, the last time we performed together was in a big stadium like this. And I asked them to sing with me all the time. And they won't, Lopez said. Now, when I read the they and them, I almost forgot that she was talking about her daughter. I'm like, who is she talking about? So this is a very special occasion. They are very, very, emphasis added by me. They are very, very busy, booked and pricey. They cost me when they come out, but they're worth every single penny because they're my favorite duet partner of all time. So if you will indulge me, she added, wearing a hot pink blouse and shorts topped with a black LA Dodgers hat. Emma performed a rendition of Christina Perri's 1,000 Years alongside her mother. Lopez shares Emma with her ex-husband, Mark Anthony. It remains unknown if Emma identifies as non-binary, or if Lopez simply used the pronouns to build mystery around the secret performer or out of a genuine attempt to avoid gender-specific pronouns due to political correctness. Nah, I ain't no genuine. I don't think that's what it is. But I believe she's being manipulated, but I'm going to get into that. The trend of celebrities referring to their kids by their preferred pronoun, quasi, began in 2014 when celebrity power couple Brad Pitt and Angela Jolie publicly treated their 5-year-old daughter as a boy after she insisted they see her as such. I don't believe that. They taught it. 5 years old, what do you know about that kind of lifestyle? Unless somebody's 5 years old, come on, man. According to various leftist sites, including The Advocate, the now divorced couple reportedly supported their 8-year-old daughter's Shiloh's, quote, decision to both wear suits and be referred to by the name John. As far back as 2008, when Shiloh stood at age 2, Pitt told Oprah that she insisted on being called John. His words were echoed in 2010 when Angela Jolie told Vanity Fair Shiloh wants to be a boy, so we had to cut her hair. She likes to wear boys everything. She thinks she's one of the brothers. Actress Charlize Theron later took this to an extreme when she confessed to raising her then 7-year-old adopted son as a girl ever since he was 3. And I saw pictures of that, and it was disgusting. Yes, I thought she was a boy too, Charlize told the Daily Mail. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that woman's name right. And I used to always think she was one of the most beautiful women. She did an outstanding job in Monsters. But this kind of worldview to me is disgusting and makes her look ugly. It makes her look ugly to me. But she goes on, until she looked at me when she was 3 years old and said, I am a boy. That's a lie. I don't believe that. So there you go. I have two beautiful daughters who, just like any parent, I want to protect and I want to see thrive, she continued. They were born who they are, and exactly where in the world both of them get to find themselves as they grow up and who they want to be is not for me to decide. So let me just get right into this. Let me say, listen, right off the bat, look, as their parents, that's their right. If look, you're not pushing that into schools, then that's on you. When you push it into schools upon the children by force, then that's a problem. That's why parents come out. But clearly, these are their children and they own them. They have a right to do this kind of stuff. But what I want to say is a couple of things. Number one, in my opinion, this is sick and disgusting. Yes, it's their right to do it as their parents, but I think this is sick and disgusting. I think it's manipulative. I don't believe at all that some 3-year-old told you that I'm a boy. Told her, that's a lie. You brainwashed their child into that nonsense. In my opinion, what do these kids know about that? They ain't gonna come to you and say, I'm a boy, I'm a girl. Get out of here. And even if they did, these are kids. They playing around. They're babies. It's sick and disgusting for them to do that. Yes, it's their right. It's their children. They're their parents. You're not pushing it on my child. You're not pushing it on his kids in school. That's your choice. But I just have to give my opinion on it. I think it's evil, disgusting, and I think it's wrong, and I think it's a form of child abuse. Something like that should be, the child protective services should be involved in. But when you try to raise your children to do the right thing, that's when they want to get involved and want to take your children from you. But that's another story, and I digress. Here's another thing I wanted to say too. What I believe. I mentioned this in a previous video. I find it sickening, but also demonically interesting that celebrities, mainstream celebrities such as Jennifer Lopez and others, and I think Dwayne Wade, the basketball player, is coming out and publicly announcing these kind of worldviews about their children. Now, my question is, why would they be doing that? I believe, in my opinion, that they're not the ones, these celebrities are not the ones pulling the strings. I believe someone behind the scenes that has some control over their career is pulling the strings. Now, this is a theory I have. And that they're not just coming out willy-nilly saying this type of stuff because they really believe in this kind of worldview. No, they're being manipulated, in my opinion, to come out and push this worldview that's designed to make what is abnormal normal and what is normal abnormal. That it is a worldview that I believe is being manipulated by the people behind the scenes that control these celebrities' careers. And that these mainstream big money making celebrities don't go with the flow, that money is out the bank, Jack. They're going to cancel you. So you got to push this kind of worldview. We have to make normal what is abnormal and what is and what is actually normal to be abnormal. And if you notice that what is abnormal is being made normal and what is normal is being made abnormal. Right and wrong is being made abnormal. Stuff like this transgenderism stuff is being made to appear to be normal. That's why it's being pushed so. It is a mind control tactic and device designed to manipulate millions of people at one time. And that's why they keep pushing it. That's why I believe that the elites behind the scene, the controllers, are using mainstream big money making celebrities to push this confusing ideology and worldview on the public. They want to normalize it. This is not normal. These kids, I don't believe these kids are growing up saying, I want to be a boy, I want to be a girl. I don't believe that. I believe they're being fed that kind of nonsense. They're being fed that poison by their parents, who are in turn being fed that poison by their manipulators and controllers behind the scenes. And I could go a whole lot further with the manipulators and controllers and who I think some of them may be, but I'm not going to do that because this video will be taken down. But this is a nefarious plan, I believe, a demonic plan, And I believe it's important for people who have a sense of right and wrong, whether you're on the left or the right, whether you're Democrat or Republican, please have a sense of right or wrong. Please see the bigger picture here. See that this is evil, and that the more, see, evil is getting desperate right now. The left, the radical left, is getting intensely desperate. They're losing ground. So they have to get your children in mind at any cost, and by any means necessary. They have to get them kids. They got to transform them into what they want them to be. They have to confuse the young people. If they can't confuse the adults, they're going to certainly try to confuse the young people. They have to do that because they're losing ground, because too many people are starting to think. And as one of the shirts I have says, think now while it's still legal, it's going to come a point where it's going to be illegal to actually think. Now, I know that sounds far-fetched, but it's going to be to a point where they're going to have technology, and they actually do, according to some sources, have technology that can actually manipulate and control your thoughts and can project in your mind and brain what they want you to think. So when you think in anything that is outside the box, when you think in anything that is not alongside the elite, then those thoughts will be rejected and projected with other thoughts that contrast the good thoughts that's in your brain. This will be done by a computer chip, but I ain't gonna get into that. I don't get into that. That's just my opinion based on my studies, but I don't get into it. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see. But this is sick and disgusting in my opinion, and it needs to be stopped, and it needs to be exposed. What do you guys think about this? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button. Share this video and subscribe. God bless you all, and see you again on another Black Conservative with Ryan Bowling.